Welcome to 24th part of our series Future Knowledge on every next Friday. Today we are summarizing the series, presenting the worldwide premiere. The unified design of our universe. The single physical equation describing all possible natural actions and phenomena, always and everywhere. 1 week ago, we have discussed the universal creativeness with its two components, the material, the dimensional one, and the spiritual, the temporal component. We have also defined the universal matter-spirit quanta on the level of membranes of our quantum spectrum as the unified electrons. But we have to remember that they are carrying the elementary electric charge of the traditional physics only on that single level of membranes. Like most of the physical properties of any matter-spirit quantum, also the electric charge is strongly depending on the particular state of the quantum. It was one of the most important discoveries of the unified physics. However, as we see once more on this compact presentation of the unified family of all physical quantities, the single practical interaction in our unified universe remains the energy transfer. Neither the traditional gravitation nor any of the electromagnetic interactions are really necessary in our new paradigm description of the universe. Now, let us go to our today's topic, the single physical equation for everything. As we see here, the red arrow connects the universal unit with Laplacian operator. It means, every step to the left on our plane means a multiplication with Laplacian. It further means that by multiplying energy W with Laplacian, the blue arrow, we reach the flux of frequency, or the quantum of circulation, phi f. But we also see that this quantum of circulation is a material-independent physical quantity. Note the zeroth material class of it. We can read this fundamental physical equation like this. The planar distribution of quantum energy equals always and everywhere in our universe the universal circulation phi f. Being a constant of 0.00013096 meters square per second. It means, in other words, that the planar distribution of energy on the surfaces of our universal bubbles of the unified electrons, emerging for example quite spontaneously in our tropopause, remains unchanged in all following transformations of those electrons into cosmic dust particles, leading to stars and galaxies, and also into the smallest nanobacteria, leading to all living organisms, including ourselves. It is an enormous step forwards in our scientific unified understanding of nature. As you surely remember, we have also already discussed another fundamental equation read out from our unified family of physical quantities. It has been reached on the same way, through a multiplication of the radiation intensity S with Laplacian. This equation can be understood as a practical realization of the unified design of our universe. The planar distribution of the quantum radiation intensity equals temporal change of the quantum frequency. Or, in other words, energetic radiation becomes active only if its frequency changes in time. If not, the radiation propagates across a medium without any interaction with the medium. This is an important discovery not only for engineers, but also for all practicing physicians and therapists using irradiation therapy. The new equation gives all of them a strong theoretical support for their activities. The corresponding frequencies for different media can be seen, for example, in our generalized spectrum of all possible biofrequencies, from the longest planetary cycles to the shortest nerve cycles of our cosmic hierarchy, as shown here. Those biofrequencies can be preliminary analyzed as proposed in this diagram. It is time to support our new knowledge with a series of fascinating books by Yuval Noah Harari. In his book from 2011, entitled Sapiens, A Brief History of Humankind, we read: an objective phenomenon exists independently of human consciousness and human beliefs. Radioactivity, for example, is not a myth. Radioactivity emissions occurred long before people discovered them. The subjective is something that exists depending on the consciousness and beliefs of a single individual. It disappears or changes if that particular individual changes his or her beliefs. Many a child believes in the existence of an imaginary friend who is invisible and inaudible to the rest of the world. The intersubjective is something that exists within the communication network linking the subjective consciousness of many individuals. They exist in a different way from physical phenomena such as radioactivity, but their impact on the world may still be enormous, as with law, money, gods, nations. These imagined orders are intersubjective, so in order to change them we must simultaneously change the consciousness of billions of people, which is not easy. It follows that in order to change an existing imagined order, we must first believe in an alternative imagined order. The above idea by Harari is an explanation of how our present paradigm shift can take place. It's not enough just to introduce a new unified science, as our unified physics. You also have to get many people to believe in this new, surely also totally fictitious, order. It is exactly the task for us for the next years and decades, to win as many people as possible to our new paradigm. Almost everyone is surely interested to know something that neither Isaac Newton, nor Albert Einstein, and even no one else before us could have imagined for himself to be really true: the entire universe is quantized. But those quanta are not the mysterious objects of the traditional quantum physics, they are just soap bubble-like spheres of energy with the surface density of energy being constant always and everywhere. Finally, let us summarize our unified description of nature. The universal design of our universe relies upon the equation saying that the planar distribution of quantum energy equals always and everywhere in our universe the constant universal quantum circulation. It is the long sought for single physical equation describing the nature of our universe. And the practical realization of this design means that quantum radiation of energy becomes active only when its frequency changes in time. That's all from my side. Thank you for your attention and be successful in transporting the new knowledge into your daily tasks, making the earth a wonderful place to live in also for your own children and grandchildren. Bye bye.